broadcast live. Okay, we broadcast live from the west side. Don Jr. CEO. Who do this? Who run this? We do this. We run this. Entertainment worldwide network. Hey, entertainment worldwide network. Hey.
You're listening to the Entertainment Worldwide Network based in sunny Las Vegas. Let's get down to business. This is the main meeting. The Entertainment Worldwide Network is here to change the face of the entertainment industry with education for business and personal tips for life. Covering 7 continents worldwide and all points in between. This knowledge is practice, so hold on to your seat. Get your pen, pad, and be ready to take notes. You are live on the Entertainment Worldwide Network.
Welcome to the Entertainment Worldwide Network, home of the winning team for this week's episode of Winning Team Wednesday. Welcome. Before we get into our show and we head over to our Global Family Meet and Greet, we must start off by covering all families represented, the show itself, and the content being provided through a brief moment of prayer. And in order to do that, we have to go out to none other than the patriarch of the Entertainment Worldwide Network, your global brother and mine, Pastor Don Jr., CEO, in the building. Brother, your mic is hot.
Greetings in the name of the Father, Son, and Holy Spirit. My name is Pastor Don Jr., CEO of the Entertainment Worldwide Network, coming to you live from sunny Las Vegas. We're being broadcast right now to 1.5 million listeners, 25 AM and FM radio markets, and I just want to thank each and every last one of y'all for showing up. Wolf is going to take the helm because we have an entertainment industry legend. I mean, a legend in the building. So, Heavenly Father, right now, Lord, as we open up the doors for billions upon billions of people, Lord. Use us as a vessel. Use us as the audience and the amplification of the information that we hear. Open up a door that will never be closed for all businesses, parties, individuals, people making things happen, people that haven't made it happen, people that's trying to make it happen. Show them the way. Use the guidance. We forever give your name honor, praise, and glory. If we did anything wrong, said anything that was not like you, please forgive us of our sin. In Jesus Christ's name, amen, amen, amen.
Huge appreciation and family respect. Salute to the patriarch, Pastor Don Jr., CEO, in the building. With that being said, we need to keep this going. We're going to jump into the Global Family Meet and Greet session here on behalf of Winning Team Wednesday here on the Entertainment Worldwide Network. We have a true gift, a global family, an industry living legend in the building. We're going to introduce him. He is none other than Mr. Kevin Fleming. That's right, I said Mr. Kevin Fleming. Mr. Fleming, could you please come to the line and greet our global family? Let them know where you're calling out of. Give them just a little taste real quick. Your mic is hot.
Hello, global family, and thank you, Pastor Don and Brother Wolf and everyone involved. I appreciate and I'm honored and pleased to be here with you today to tell my story and share some information with your global worldwide audience and talk about this business that we're all in.
Huge respect. Salute to you, Brother Fleming. We're not going to give everybody the food just yet. Make sure you get your pads, your notebooks, get that plate. Remember, we always talk about get that grandmama plate. Because I remember mine. She had that big plate with the gold trim around it. You know which one I'm talking about. The one that holds 4, 5, 6 pieces of food. So we got a lot of food for you today. So make sure you get ready and prepared. Remember, you always want to make sure you put your best foot forward. And we also support networking. Because why? Here on the Entertainment Worldwide Network, we're teaching CEOs of tomorrow, real business today. It's a family affair, loved ones. With that being said, let's go on out there. We all know those who are new to the station and are on the show this evening. Here's a brief reminder: when we go to introduce your line, please introduce yourself, say your name, say your city and state where you're calling out of. As Petey Pablo would say, rep your city, represent where you're calling out of, get your background information, and give your network contact information as well. We're going to start off by going out here to 303-352. Once again, that's 301-352. Your mic is hot.
Hello, winning team. This is Amos Drummond calling you from Tenable Music. We're located outside of Washington, D.C. I wanted to say peace to everyone that's listening tonight, and I'm looking forward to get a wonderful show, getting good information, and it's also sharing some information. My direct number is 301-980-2662. Back to the winning team. Thank you.
Huge family appreciation, love, and salute to you, family. Please don't go nowhere. We're so thankful for you being here. We definitely got to come back up to your line. Let's keep this going. We got to go on out here to 850-469. Remember, give your name, rep your city and state, give your background information, and provide some network contact information, because that's what we promote and condone first and foremost, family unity. Your line is hot, 850-469.
Hello, everyone. Hello. My name is Edna Sanders, and I am out of Pensacola, Florida, and I'm calling in reference to Raven Salve. She's my artist. Our phone number is 850-293-2063. She started an organization called Women Against Rape and Domestic Violence, and she also has a very popular song out called Victim No More, which is the theme song for the organization that she started. I tell you, I am waiting and anxious to learn what Mr. Fleming has to say, because we are all about that learning process. So back to you, Wolf.
Huge family respect, love, and appreciation. Salute to you, my global sister Edna, to Raven Saleh, Dark Solution, the whole camp. We appreciate you. Please don't go nowhere. We're going to keep it going out here to our family lines. We're going out here next to 704-564. Once again, that's 704-564. Your mic is hot. Okay, we have technical. That's okay. We're going to keep it going. Not a problem. Next person online, 918-406. Once again, reminder, say your name, city and state, background, contact information, 918-406. Your mic is hot.
Hey, Wolf, man, and Pastor Don C., I want to, definitely commend you guys again. This is Harold Whaley. I want to give a big ups to Mr. Kevin Fleming. I know this gentleman is a wealth of knowledge for anybody out there listening. This is a brother who's been around for a lot of years. I know him from the Urban Network camp. He's been always giving out some incredible jewels. Think you pull your pens out, you pull your papers out, because I promise you're going to get something that you'll be able to use in the future. And definitely want to give a big shout-out to everybody on the line. Wolf, man, you guys keep it going, man. Thank you. Harold Whaley. You can catch me at haroldwhaley.com. That's HaroldWhaley.com. Harold Whaley. Thank you, guys.
Huge family appreciation, respect, love, salute, H-Dub. Appreciate you always being in the building. Hey, it's all about family, community, and unity. It's not just words, it's actions. With that being said, we need to keep going forward before we jump into the meat with our global brother and the industry living legend, Mr. Fleming, Kevin Fleming. We're going to go out here to 337-831. Once again, that's 337-831. Your line is hot.
Hey, this is Sam Randall, and I'm calling you from Louisiana, Lafayette Central area, Louisiana. We got a bad storm out here right now, but I'd like to thank my buddy Harold Weller, my groomer and teacher in this business. We just got back from the Urban Network. I have a company called 10 Deep Management. You can find me on Twitter, 10 Deep. That's the number 10 Deep, MGMT. And you also can check out my new artist that I have signed to the label, to the management company, Teddy James, and that's with the Jaimz. We just got back from the Urban Network this year where he performed there, and he also performed at Romanov. We have a new hot single entitled That Thing. R&B, soul flavored, You can follow Teddy on Twitter.com at TeddyJamesMusic. My number is 337-831-8969, and I'm going to sit back now and I'm going to listen and get this knowledge and suck it all in. I appreciate you guys letting me be on this.
Oh, huge family appreciation, respect, love, salute to you. Thank you so very much for being on the line here with the global family on the Entertainment Worldwide Network, home of the winning team, for this week's episode of Winning Team Wednesday. We're going to keep it going here soon. I'm getting excited myself. My pen wants to start writing, so we're going to go here in a minute to our global brother and industry legend, Mr. Kevin Fleming. But before I do, let me go ahead and grab one more line. We got to go on out here. I think this is my brother, Mr. Wallace. We're going to go out here at 940-368. Once again, that's 940-368. Quick family reminder, give your name, background, represent your city and state, and contact information. Once again, that's 940-368. Your mic is hot.
Hey, everyone. This is Milton Wallace. I want to say hello to the winning team and glad to be on tonight. I'm looking forward to hearing Mr. Fleming as well. I'm Milton Wallace. I am with All Nations Television. We are a 24/7 internet television network. So if you're interested in being on TV, we're the perfect people to see. We'll be able to help you to take it to the next level in that area. We work with ministries. We work with authors. We work with musicians as well to help them take their music to another level. You can call me at 940-368-4886, or you can find us on the internet at www.allnationstv.com. Look forward to talking with some of you.
Oh, huge family appreciation, respect, love, and salute to you, brother. Wallace, please don't go nowhere. Thank you so very much for being online. As always, we're definitely going to come back because we definitely want to learn and hear what everybody has to say in their input. Because, hey, back in the day, they did say it takes a village to raise a child. But you know what? It doesn't just stop with the child. It starts and continues with the whole entire village. That's where we left off, and that's where our community is picking up at. So with that being said, we're going to continue and go on out here. It's that time, family. Grab the pad. Grab your plate. Get ready. Turn all your noise and all the distractions down. Get tuned in. Before I we dive in here with our family, because I'm hungry, I'm ready to eat as well as you are, I have to give major family salute and shout out to the patriarch and matriarch of the Entertainment Worldwide Network, my global brother and yours, Pastor Don Jr., CEO, accompanied by his queen, the eye in the sky and global sister, Keisha, Miss CEO, a.k.a. Miss K, for a chance to connect with the patriarch and the matriarch, your global brother, the wolf, or any of the 300 winning team members. Log on to EWWNradio.com. That's EWWNRADIO.com. Fill out your global network database form and prepare to join your global family with revitalizing, rebuilding, and returning business community and family back towards its initially intended purpose. So with that being said, let's go on out here. It's that time. I'm excited. Without further ado, I present to you the living industry legend, Mr. Kevin Fleming.
Thank you, Brother Wolf. I appreciate that. It's a pleasure and an honor once again to be here to share my story with your global worldwide network. For everybody that would like to be able to reach me, please do so at editor, EDITOR, at the, THE, urban, URBAN, buzz, BUZZ.com. The Urban Buzz is my business for the last 22 years, and we have a lot of information we'd like to share. But first I'd like to tell you about a little bit of my story. I kind of started out, I live in Pasadena, California now. I lived in Los Angeles for many years, since the mid-'80s when I first came to L.A. But prior to doing that, I was born in the Midwest, came out of Minneapolis, Minnesota. And where I lived in the north side of Minneapolis, across the street from where I lived, there was a young man and his family named Andre Anderson. And Andre Anderson's mother and my grandmother were the best of friends for many, many years. Andre Anderson had another friend that came to live with him, and that friend was named Prince Rogers Nelson. So I came up as a childhood friend with Prince in North Minneapolis, and I saw his entire career blossom and bloom, and to have that experience and to have gone to high school with Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis and been friends with Morris Day and Jelly Bean Johnson, to see that business and to see that career blossom for all of the years that it has from the beginning was a story in itself. But in the early, or let's say the mid-'70s, I decided it was time to leave Minneapolis and head to college. And I went to Atlanta and went to college at Clark College before it became Clark Atlanta University. So I'm sure everybody's familiar with that great school of higher learning down there in Atlanta. And that's really where I got my first taste of radio on WCLK radio. I was there for while I was in school. And immediately upon graduating from school, I moved to Athens, Georgia, and there was a little AM station there called WXAG. And I went on that AM station and got my chops in radio. And that's really what I wanted to do. That was where my passion was at the time. And I guess I must have been doing a good job after about 6 months, I got recruited by the general manager at WWDM, which at that time was in Sumter, South Carolina. And I went to Sumter, and the Big DM was number 7th rated in the state as an R&B radio station. We took it from number 7 to number 1 in about 18 months. And after that period, it was time to leave. And I found myself out of work, actually. After all that success that we had at the Big DM, you find yourself out of work. And I think there's a lesson in all of that, is that you go do a good job, and it's always up to somebody else's interpretation of what that is. And you have to just be faithful, and you have to be prepared to move on to the next challenge. And I did that. I went to look for work in Atlanta and was promised, there may be a job here in a few months. Well, that wasn't good enough at the time. So I went to look for work in New Orleans, and they said, we'd love to have you, but, we got a full staff. We can't really put you on right now. And I went to look for work in Houston, and they said, man, I wish if you could just, if you'd have been here 2 months ago, we had an opening. And I met a man by the name of Hal Jackson. And some of you may have heard of Hal Jackson, and some of you may have not. He was a legendary radio disc jockey, personality, and co-owner of WBLS and Inner City Broadcasting in New York City. And Hal said to me, man, I love you. I think you're an up-and-coming guy, and if I had an opportunity, I'd put you on BLS. But, we just brought Frankie Crocker back from, his federal vacation at the time, and he just took over the stations. And it must have been some kind of blessing, because Inner City Broadcasting also owned a station in Los Angeles called KGFJ. And, a few days later, I got a call from the general manager at KGFJ, and he said, I've got your tape. I heard about you, and we talked on the phone for about 20 minutes, and he said, I want you to get on a plane tonight and come to L.A. and talk to me about running my radio station. And that was in 1984. And I came to L.A., and I interviewed for the position of PD at KGFJ, and they honored me with that job. And that's really kind of started my big-time career in radio, where I was exposed to the entire industry. It was one of those kind of fast-track, overnight, you better learn it quick kind of systems. So it was an amazing journey that I started there, and to be able to meet and interact with so many stars. I mean, from Whitney Houston, Rick James, Lionel Richie, Kool and the Gang, Tupac. There's just so many people that I can't even remember them all, to have been through that experience and to be in L.A. at the time where music was hot and black music was huge. And we had superstar acts, and to have interacted with so many of them, it was a great blessing for me.
Huge family appreciation, salute, love, and respect. I know. I'm chewing over here. I'm excited for the next course, and I know you guys are too, because the lines are just going crazy. But you know what? Hey, we gotta pay bills. You know how we do that. So hey, please don't be mad at me. We're gonna get back to you in just a brief moment. Once again, this is the Entertainment Worldwide Network, home of the winning team, for this week's episode of Winning Team Wednesday. We'll be right back.
You have stuff to clean, why not go green? Introducing an all-new Hand Up, a cleaner with a purpose. Hope to the World Distribution proudly presents Hand Up, a cleaner with a purpose. Every day we have to put our houses in order. Hand Up is helping people get the most out of life by giving back and cleansing our community. Teaching the essentials, work skills, it's a business. On-the-job training program creates changes for the people environment to save the environment. You have stuff to clean, why not go green? Hand Up, a cleaner with a purpose. Call now, 662-491-1778. That's 662-491-1778. And find out more, visit handupcleaner.com.
Entertainment worldwide network. We on live. We in your speakers and on your mind. 10 o'clock. We on time. Move around. Hey, now move around. Hey, now move around. Hey.
It's Just Will, Black Pearl Entertainment artist, newly signed to I Am Jesus Records. You're listening to the Entertainment Worldwide Network with Don Jr., CEO. Coming to you live. This is business, so pay attention.
Yo, it's your boy LV the Slap Thing, and I'm over here chilling with my guy, the plug, Don Jr., CEO, Entertainment Worldwide Network Radio. You dig?
What's good, homie? This your boy Big D.
It's your folk checking traps. This your peeps Captain Mac.
I let your boy Boss Lena.
It's your boy Brick Boy Rico.
It's your boy Joe Dirt.
Hey, yo, what up? It's your boy Buddha, a.k.a. Buddy Mouse.
Yo, what's good? This is Vid Percy Jones.
And Big Cell is now in your area.
Yo, this your boy, Mr. Hampton.
It's your girl, Lady Duet.
It's just Rich Cates.
This your bro, JT, Mr. Guaranteed the Rick.
Yo, this your dude, it's Saint G.
What up? This your boy Jihad, a.k.a. J Hood.
Yo, this your folks Young Birds.
Yo, this your folk GB Cooley.
Yo, this is Mike G Jungle.
Hey, what it do? It's your boy Size Money.
This your boy Big Chad Domingo.
Bye-bye, salute the big dog. This your boy Jay Futuristic.
This your folk Lil Raheem. You did. I am Geronimo Bills, off the deep end, getting blessings, Wise Life Records, and you're listening to the Entertainment Worldwide Network with Don Jr., the CEO, coming to you live.
Hey, what it do? This is Charlie Boy, the versatile child.
You're listening to the hottest radio station.
Fashion is so seductive. Live.com. Log on to SoSeductiveLive.com.
So Seductive Live has the best apparel from Gucci, Prada, Fendi, Guess, Rolex, Nike, Tiara Michelle, True Religion, Louis Vuitton.
Greetings. I'm Miss K, CEO and founder of So Seductive Shoes and Fashion. I started my company to keep you informed. Log on to SoSeductiveLive.com. I believe in fashion, so Seductive is fun and needs to be seen. I want to inspire people just like you. I want someone to look at me and say, because of you, I didn't give up. Log on to SoSeductiveLive.com. I am Miss K, CEO and founder of So Seductive Shoes and Fashion. You can find me on your favorite social network at Keisha Miss CEO. Log on to SoSeductiveLive.com.
There's a lot to learn in the music business, and without a teacher, it gets even harder and very costly. Introducing the Green Dragon Record Breaker Blueprint. Don Jr., CEO of the Entertainment Worldwide Network, has put together a detailed book to take your career to the next level in the entertainment business. The Green Dragon record-breaking blueprint will teach you the do's and don'ts of the entertainment industry, starting from the beginning to the end. The Green Dragon record-breaking blueprint covers the topics of business plan, logo design, CD design layout, sales, radio airplay, CD marketing strategies, massive emailing, CD sales one sheet, press kit, media kit, online media kit, internet marketing, MP3 online distribution, hip-hop blog sites, hip-hop magazines, hip-hop DVDs, mixtapes, street teams, music publishing and royalties, music lawyers, tour booking, and more. The Green Dragon record-breaking blueprint is available only by contacting Don Jr., CEO at 818-358-5722 or email donjrceo@gmail.com.
Entertainment worldwide network. We on live. We in your speakers and on your mind. 10 o'clock. We on time. Move around. Hey, now move around. Hey, now move around. Hey.
Welcome back. You're listening to your global brother and host, The Wolf, on the Entertainment Worldwide Network on this week's episode of Winning Team Wednesday. Oh, I'm just so excited. We got to recap again. We are being blessed today and visited by the living industry legend himself, Mr. Kevin Fleming. Oh, my gosh. I know I see all the questions. I see all the lines hitting up. Hey, we're going to come out there to you. I promise you here shortly, but we got to go back out here to our global brother, Mr. Fleming. Brother, I got a question. I got to find out. I know about the urban buzz. However, our global family that are not aware or haven't done their research or, are new into the industry, can you give them an up-to-date of what you've done and what you're doing in regards to the urban buzz? Your mic is hot.
Well, some years back, thank you very much, Brother Wolf, by the way. I appreciate it. Again, Kevin Fleming here from the Urban Buzz. And what I was about to tell you is that some years back, I spent some time with a magazine, industry magazine called Gavin Magazine back in the early 2000s. And they had a fax that used to come out weekly. And it was really kind of a tip sheet, new music, industry information, who got hired, who got fired, information like that. And it came to my attention that there was a lot of information that needed to be disseminated to people who wanted to be in the industry and people who are already in the industry that pertained to the African-American entertainment experience. But there wasn't a great source for that. We had a lot of different magazines, and there were a lot of different conventions and things like that going on. BRE was hot then, Urban Network was hot then, the Source magazine, all those kind of things. But there wasn't one place that kind of brought all of that information together. So what I did while I was at Gavin was take the initiative to try to bring some of that information together. Gavin was sold in 2002, and that went away. And I said, you know what, now's a great time to start something. So I started the Urban Buzz on the premise that there was information that the African-American entertainment consumer and professional would love to have all in one place. So it was an aggregation of information all in one place, and we tried to approach it from the standpoint that you know about the business. We don't try to explain to you who L.A. Reid is. We expect you to know who L.A. Reid is. So if we walk from that point of view, you get information about what L.A. Reid may be doing, who he may be signing, or new music that may be coming out that pertains to not only urban radio but the urban entertainment professional as well. So the Urban Buzz was founded on that premise. And we've been, very pleased with the participation from record labels, from management companies, from distributors, from artists themselves. There's a great following, and then, of course, we have industry professionals, and we serve at the pleasure of urban radio, urban mainstream and urban AC, with some rhythmic crossover, some gospel involvement as well. And we work with a lot of people, a whole lot of people. So that's what the Urban Buzz is. I invite the worldwide audience to check out the website at www.theurbanbuzz.com. And please help yourself there. And if you'd like to subscribe, we have a weekly newsletter that we do called the Urban Buzz E-Blast, and it's a free service to you. If you'd like to receive it, all you have to do is send me an email, say, send me the Urban Buzz E-Blast, and my email address is editor@theurbanbuzz.com. And we will put you on our distribution list, and each week you'll receive an update of news and information, what's going on in the industry, things that you may not have heard of, may have missed, and new priority music tip sheet as well, and other information that pertains to urban entertainment, music, film, and television. So that's what's going on.
I appreciate that. We appreciate that. Oh my! You know what? I'm gonna go there, family. We're gonna ask the questions, and I know. I'm excited. I gotta find out some information. If we got the family here, you're not gonna get fed if you don't ask. We're gonna ask. But before we do that, coming out there to the lines real quick, please, brother Fleming, don't go nowhere. We got more to get from you, to learn from you, and to eat. Oh my gosh, I'm starving. But you know what? I gotta make sure we keep our family first. So with that being said, let's go out here to the line. I'm going out, reminder, real fast, family reminder. I'm going to come out to the line. Even though I know who you are, we're all on the same platform. There's no big me, no little you. So I'm going to read out the number. Please, by all means, share who you are, the city and state where you're calling out of, background, and the contact information, and chime in. Give me your opinion. Give us what you have to share in regards to what our global brother, living industry legend, Mr. Kevin Fleming just shared. We're going out here to 704-564. Once again, that's 704-564. Your mic is hot.
Omar Tyree, man, I was on the show last night. I had a wonderful time, and now I'm back on tonight. And I want to ask Brother Kevin. I want to ask Brother Kevin what's going on with R&B music for our people. It seems to be getting smaller and smaller, particularly for R&B adults. So I got me a young artist, young Anna Morris out of Indianapolis. You can check her out at the singer_ANA. That's the singer_ANA. And I want to ask Brother Fleming, what's your opinions on what's going on with R&B radio right now?
Well, that's a great question, sir, and I appreciate you asking that. And I want to share with you something that I have seen over the years and that I'm also concerned about and troubled by, and that really is how the major record companies have somewhat backed away from traditional R&B and R&B singers in favor of some of the more wider distributed, wider exposure for some of the younger rap and hip-hop artists. What has really happened is the record companies, and I want you to follow me on this one now, what happened is when they went from producing a material product like a CD or a record and really started moving toward digital downloads and whatnot, they did not bring a lot of their audience, their consumers, along with them. They did not take the time to introduce, especially the African-American consumer, into the process of, how to download music on computer, the fact that you had to always have a credit card. We were faced with some challenges, some technical, some maybe financial. Our orientation had always been to go to a record store where we could thumb through the bins and we could pick up that product and read the liner notes, and you could really be exposed in that time that you spent in a record store to new music and new artists and new trends. So when that started to go away, it wasn't that the African-American R&B consumer lost interest in music. I don't think that there's any diminished interest in music at all. But the way in which we consume music now has changed considerably. So, when you go to see Frankie Beverly and Maze at the concert, it's sold out. You know that people want to go see that show. But, Maze probably couldn't sell 10 records if they came out with a record today. And it's not that people don't want to hear the music. It's just the way in which that music is distributed to them and to be how it's consumed, how we purchase that music. So unless we're going to, today's audience now is more caught up in a stream, where you go to a Pandora, you go to Spotify, and you want to hear music, for free or for a very small monthly subscription, and you can hear all the music you want. My contention is that music is art, and art is meant to be consumed and collected, not to be rented. So I'd rather not, have my collection on a rental basis. I'd rather collect my music and enjoy my music at my leisure when I want to and how I want to. And if I want to move it to different platforms, I can do so. So to answer your question about where R&B is today, I still think there's a thirst and a hunger and a love for R&B music. The challenge is that you can't necessarily jump from, as a new artist, to the top of the charts without going through a procedure. And that procedure is to start with your artist on a local basis to build up their name and their reputation and create a brand and an image on a local basis based on their ability to perform, because that's really how they're going to be able to sustain themselves as an artist when they have a hit song, is the performance of that song. Because artists today are really not making money on records or songs that are being downloaded. They're making pennies on the dollar when they should be making the bulk of the money, for their talent and their expertise. So I would suggest that you take your artist and you build up a following locally, and then you expand on that to something regionally, and then if you can get, your brothers and sisters at the radio stations to play that music, and that's a challenge in itself. If I can take a minute just to kind of mention that, we do have a lot of black radio stations that play a lot of music, but we don't always have a lot of black music radio stations that invest time or offer time to local new artists. But you have to find ways to get around that. You have to start, where you live, in your church, in your local clubs, amongst your own community, do things and build a name for yourself, and then just be dogged about it. Stay with it. Have faith and keep going. Don't give up, and make sure that you build your brand and build it properly. And there's one thing about branding, that we should always remember, and this is just in general business sense, is that it's never wrong to be formal about something. And what I mean by being formal is to be able to communicate with people on a formal basis. So often, so many of us want to be informal about how we communicate with one another. We're too close to the situation to know that it demands respect. If you want respect, you have to give respect. If you give respect, then you'll get respect. But you can't be too familiar and think that, you down because you boys, or, that's your dude, and all of that kind of stuff, because you will get used like that. So be formal, be serious, be about business. Wolf, back to you, baby.
Oh, huge family appreciation and love. Oh, my gosh, I got to put a little seasoning on what our brother, Mr. Kevin Fleming, has said, though. Be able to get your music and all the context in regards to getting your brand, your campaign, your project. You know where you can go. Go to Entertainment Worldwide Network. Why? Because we are your personal industry operator. We are connecting communities one network at a time. That's enough said. Let's keep on going. You know the link, EWWNradio.com. With that being said, let's go out here. We got to keep going out here to our global family. Get more interaction with our global brother, Mr. Kevin, industry legend, Fleming. We're going out here to 850-469. Brief friendly reminder. Say your name, city and state, background, contact information. Offer up a question or a comment to our global brother. Your mic is hot.
Hello. You know me, Wolf. My name is Edna. My phone number is 850-293-2063. We are calling out of Pensacola, Florida. I have an artist. Her name is Raven Salve. She's an R&B and Southern Soul artist, and she does sing gospel as well. Let me do my little shout-outs. I have to say shout-out to Pastor Don, who is just a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful mentor, and his First Lady, Keisha, which is an awesome woman of God. And to you, Wolf, I tell you, I just can't say enough about you and everybody else on the winning team. We just have the greatest network industry, the network organization that I have ever been a part of. So I just have to say shout out to the winning team. And as far as you, Mr. Fleming, I have already written like 4 pages of notes. I love to take notes. I love to be able to reference back to what has been said, and I'm just elated about what you're saying, and I am going to take what you've said, and I'm going to use it for my artists as well. And one of the things that I have to say that you mentioned is about being serious about your business. When we decide to go into any kind of business, I tell my clients that it is always more than a notion to even start a business. So if you're going to embark on any kind of endeavor, you have to get trained. You have to get the formal training, and you also have to be serious about it. And I just want to say that I thank you for reiterating that, because that is something that a lot of artists, they know how to sing and they know how to perform, but they know nothing about the business. So what I have to make sure of is that Raven Salve, that she is always informed. She knows about the business. She knows about the streaming. She knows about the building your clientele locally. She knows your fan base. She knows that she needs a fan base just to be able to move out of Pensacola. She needs a fan base here in Pensacola. So I thank you for the words, and I'm going to turn it back over to you, Wolf, because I get excited.
Huge family appreciation. We love you. Salute to you, Sister Edna, Raven Salve, Dark Solutions, the whole camp. Definitely appreciate you being a part of the winning team in the network. We appreciate all of our family that we have with the family and those who are yet to come. With that being said, we got to keep going real quick, because we appreciate our global brother's time. It is valuable. And what he had touched on, we're going to keep touching on the Entertainment Worldwide Network. We're big on respect, appreciation, love. Also, I got to touch on real quick before I go out here to the line is that, yes, you know about your global brother, the Wolf. I don't come to the family table without bringing some meat, too. So you get ready. We are going to have participation in regards to a topic called Pride Persistently Prevents Paradise and Prosperity. Uh-oh. We're going to talk about pride. You know, that's that ugly face in the closet, but that's okay, though, because we're all here. We have transparency. We appreciate one another. And with that being said, let's keep it going. We're going out here to our global family, 602-583. Brief family reminder again. I know who you are, but we keep it on the same platform. Please give your name, where you're calling out of city and state, background contact, and interact with your global brother, the living industry legend, Mr. Kevin Fleming. Your mic is hot.
Yeah. It's your boy DP the Prophet, hailing out of Phoenix, Arizona, where it is hot as I don't know what. Owner of Desert Fam Entertainment, Desert Fam Management, Desert Fam Productions. Also got a TV show called The Life, so I definitely need the plug on the TV show or TV situation online streaming that was talked about earlier in relation to the topic that was discussed today. Definitely a great topic. I learned a whole bunch as far as learning to continue. I mean, sometimes you're going to get told no like 50 million times, regardless to your success off in the business, the industry, and your past accomplishments. And even though you end up receiving those no's after you believe that, you know, you shouldn't get those no's, you've got to learn to persevere and continue on and continue moving through. Some people might drop and get to feeling bad and get into a rut, and you can't let that happen. You got to keep pushing. So definitely something I picked up and learned from that. Also, in in relation to getting on the radio, making sure that, you get your things played and everything like that. It was definitely great information on that aspect, and finding out about the different markets and things like that. So, I definitely learned a lot from that. As to what could be provided in relation to the topic and what was discussed and everything like that, from my experience of what I've learned thus far, you just got to be prepped, got to be ready, got to have everything together, got to have your I's dotted, your T's crossed, make sure you got your copyrights and everything like that. That way when you do radio submissions, they don't have any legality problems or anything like that. Make sure your stuff is edited. I mean, if you've been on the Entertainment Network for a minute now, as far as listening to the shows, then you've heard that you definitely need to have all your stuff edited. And from that point, it pretty much covers everything. And getting in contact with me, I can be reached at 602-842-5673. That's the business number. Go ahead and hit me up anytime. The email address is Propheside. It's PROPHICIDE official OFFIC CAL @gmail.com. And that pretty much covers everything. Back at you, Wolf.
Huge family appreciation. Brother Propheside in the building. We appreciate you every time you come through. You're always coming through, Brother Ed. Please don't go nowhere. You know we're coming back. We got to touch base more with family out here. I'm going out here to the line 662-491. Once again, that's 662-491. Brief family reminder. Give your name, city, and state. As our brother Petey Pablo would say, rep your city, and be able to give your background, contact information, and comment or pose a question for our global brother, living industry legend, Mr. Kevin Fleming. Your mic is hot. 662-491. Your mic is hot. All right. We were talking about it. Even my brother Fleming had mentioned about it. You got to make sure that you provide that respect and you are ready to put your best foot forward. You always got to be ready so you don't have to take time to get ready. So with that being said, go ahead, my brother. I see you trying to speak on. Go ahead, brother.
Yeah, Brother Wolf, I was also wanted to tell you that you also need to be versatile. Sometimes in a situation that you may be, introduced to where they want you to do a little bit to the left, a little bit to the right than what you do. You have to have some versatility to yourself, because what you want to always be able to do is take advantage of an opportunity, to turn an opportunity your way. So versatility is very important. That's why you have to really hone your craft and know your craft. So it's not just about the steps you learned and the choreography you learned, but your ability to dance. And if you can dance to anything. And that's what I mean about being versatile. If you can sing, the alphabet. You got to be versatile, because you never know when that opportunity is going to be right there in your face, and you can say, you know what, if I can pull this off, this is going to open the doors that I need to get to where I want to be. So versatility is very important, but honing your craft, knowing your business. And everybody doesn't know everything. You got to remember, there's going to be some bumps along the way. You just got to be able to plow through it and keep on going.
He's named a living legend for a reason. Look, we got to keep going now. Thank you so very much, my brother. We are coming back 100% guaranteed to Mr. Kevin Fleming, industry living legend. We're going out here to 337-831. Brief family reminder. Give your name, rep your city and state, background, contact information, and please comment on what you've heard already tonight from my global brother and industry living legend, Mr. Kevin Fleming. Your mic is hot. 337-831.
Calling out Lafayette, Louisiana. I had headphones on because it's raining out here, and I want to make sure I could hear everything like I needed to hear it. But I have an artist by the name of Teddy James. You can go on Teddy James Music and on Facebook, Twitter, and you can follow him. Also, you can follow me on Twitter, and that'll be at the number 10 Deep Management. That's 10 Deep Management, and that's on Twitter. And everything on Facebook or Instagram
with 10 Deep on it. Basically, is mine or 10 Deep Nation. Also, I'd like to thank Mr. Kevin Fleming for the call, for the information that he's giving, and I am making a lot of notes about it, and I will be in contact with you as far as your email address is concerned, not only to get some free information, but to get some knowledge also about what's going on more in the industry and try to, get some more suggestions. We are right now have about 3 brick-and-mortar radio stations that I'm dealing with to get my artist Teddy's music on. And, yes, you do need the community around you, and you need to get local following, and that's one thing that we've learned a lot living here in the southern region of the United States, and that is some very, very good knowledge as far as that, because if you don't have the backing of your community, then, that's something that people will look at. So you got to make sure that you do have your home foundation behind you. Also, I'd like to thank you, Mr. Harold Whaley, again, for giving me the knowledge and information about this phone call, because we were talking on the phone, actually, when the show began, and he said, hey, switch over. I want you to get some knowledge. I want you to get some new stuff you can use. And he said, make sure you got some pen and paper. So I got to give a shout-out to Mr. Harold Whaley, too. Thank y'all. Thank y'all for giving me the opportunity to speak and let y'all know who I am.
Oh, huge family appreciation. Thank you so very much for being on the line today. Definitely, please don't go nowhere. We want to come back to you later on in the show to get some feedback because, yes, just like on our Talented Titanium Tuesday show, here on Winning Team Wednesdays, we have the mystery music feedback session as well. So we're going to get into that as well a little bit later. But you know what? I have to go back out here. I got to go back out to our global brother, Mr. Kevin Fleming. I got to do it from your global brother here, the Wolf. My favorite, I got to tell you, was my brother, and salute to him and his family, his mom, and his memory of Tupac and Prince. I've taken my grind in regards to persistence and my creativity in regards to all platforms, whether it be business or whatever the case may be. I emulate their continuing work ethic in regards to being versatile. And I wanted to ask you, brother, if you can be able to provide some type of insight or feedback of what you remember of some good situations with Tupac and then with Prince.
Well, thank you so much, Brother Wolf. With Prince, because we were children, when we first met, we were in third grade together. So I was able to watch from before he picked up an instrument. So he and I were in the same class. So I knew that there was talent there because he would demonstrate talent, in what he did in just with his everyday schoolwork. Now we were kids, man. We're riding bikes together. We're playing basketball together. There wasn't a Prince the artist then. But as we grew up in the adolescence and in the teens, you could see that he was moving in that direction because where he lived was across the street from my house, and I was a frequent child to appear in that household. I saw him banging on cardboard boxes. I saw him pick up plastic guitars before they had any real ones. And I saw him develop a musical style as we sat in the basement playing records. And we listened to James Brown and Sly and the Family Stone and the Temptations and Carlos Santana, and then some rock and roll stuff too, So I could see how all of this developed as I think back on it because I witnessed it all. So to be able to see him develop into the international superstar that he became was so amazing and wonderful. And throughout the years, we would talk and we'd see each other at various events and whatnot, and there was always love. And it's so sad to realize that he's not here. Now, we're the same age. We came up together. I knew his brother, his sister, Taika. I know his mother, and his entire family. So it's very strange and very sad and very disheartening that he's no longer with us. Now, in terms of Pac, I didn't spend a lot of time with Pac, but I was able to talk to him on several occasions, and he just was so had such a vision. He has such a vision for positivity with black people, doing business with black people, trying to do good things in our community and whatnot. And I think to a certain degree that Pac really got a bad reputation, how he's portrayed in a lot of ways, but most people don't know the real Pac. They didn't see the real Pac because he's never been that side of him was never really shown. There have been many stories. I mean, when I told you my story about how I got to Los Angeles, after 5 years at KGFJ, I thought, okay, I've done radio in a major market. I want to go work for a record company. So I left radio and went to work for Island Records. And the first thing I was told to do was go work a Tone Loc record, Wild Thing. I'm like, oh, Wild Thing, I don't want to work records. I want to make records. I don't want to work them. So I told my boss, I said, hey, this is not what I want to do. I mean, I took Tone Loc and got him played on the radio, and I worked with Miles J. and Misha Paris and many other artists. Will Downing was one of my first acts. I remember taking him to London along with Jack the Rapper. We went to the Hammersmith, and he performed there. And this is a wonderful thing, working for Island Records. I got to do some international things. I went to Paris, went to London, and went international, went to the islands, and did all these things that I'd learned about. And then, wanted to continue a career in the records, so I ended up leaving Island, and I went to work for Perspective Records, which was an A&M record company that was owned by Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis. And that experience was amazing for me because I was able to work with the Sounds of Blackness and was able to deliver them a number 1 record with Optimistic. And that record went on to win a Grammy Award.
Not to cut you off, brother, but Island Def Jam, Island merged with Def Jam, right?
Island went to Def Jam later.
Okay.
When I worked there, it was a independent label, but it was distributed through Atlantic at that time.
Gotcha.
So I worked there and experienced that all. When I went to Perspective, to be able to work with, as I mentioned, Sounds of Blackness, and then Mint Condition. We started that career, and in fact, I remember one day, the powers that be at A&M were going to, they had released Pretty Brown Eyes, if you remember that song by Mint Condition, and it started to stall on the charts, and one of the executives there said, "Oh, we're gonna go away from this record. We're gonna let this one go." And I, stood up in a marketing meeting. I'm new cat to this. This is big stuff as the vice president and general manager of the label, but I'm still a young guy. And I said, "No, I'm sorry. This is a hit record. You're gonna work this record, and you're gonna make this work." And the feedback is so positive. So we kept the group out on the road doing promotional tours and whatnot, kept working those records at radio, and Pretty Brown Eyes became a #1 record. And it overtook both a Michael Jackson and a Prince song to become #1. So I have this history and these stories that I tell because I've been there. After 3 years at Perspective, I found myself back at radio in Los Angeles. Maybe some of this audience remembers a radio station called KACE. I was at KACE for 7 years here in Los Angeles. So I, again, had all this experience from radio and then in records and then find my way to internet and publishing and whatnot. So I've done a whole lot of things, and that's what it really kind of goes back to, that versatility that I was talking to you about, and the ability to do more than one thing, to take that knowledge that you have and to be able to spread it out into different areas. And there's another thing that as you go along your journey, as you go through these trials and tribulations, as you deal with people on an everyday basis, you want to be respectful, yes. You want to be on time, yes. You want to create a relationship and then maintain a relationship by being humble, yes, but being just a good person. So when you want to be able to, at some point in time, to be able to reach back, pick up the phone and call somebody so that you can make some things happen, then people remember you because they had a good experience with you. So you don't get out there and you show their butt in the street, and then they say, you know what, that's somebody I don't want to work with anymore. Because you never know who's talking about you, and you never know who's making decisions about your career and your livelihood that you don't even know is happening. But if you're a good person and you're good and you're right and you're trying to do the right thing all the time, nobody has anything bad to say. And when your name comes up, oh, that's my man. Let's make that happen. Oh, I can trust them. I know he can get the job done. I was able, after I came back after Case, after a few years out here in Los Angeles and then starting the Urban Buzz, and I had worked for Gavin Magazine, as I mentioned earlier, for a little while, I got a phone call one day from Radio 1, and they said, we'd like you to be the PD at the Beat. And I was the PD at the Beat. We changed the Beat from KKBT to V100 and had a nice little run until the company decided to sell the station. I started an event in Los Angeles that you may have heard about. It's called Taste of Soul.
Oh, yeah.
Taste of Soul, the first year we did Taste of Soul, we got 50,000 people to come out to a street party. Now, annually, because they kept this thing going, even though the radio station's gone away, they get 300,000 people every year. And to be able to say and walk on that stage and say, yeah, I started this. I built this. I did this. It means a lot to me. It means a lot to a lot of people. And that's what I'm saying about, the things that you do. Because you're working hard, you're trying to figure out, how do I get this done? As long as you've been right, you've been diligent, you've been dogged at it, and you've been a good person, things are going to happen. You just got to have that faith right there and keep it moving. Keep it moving. You never, when one door closes, you just got to say, hey, you know what, let me just rattle another door here, because there's always another opportunity. There's always another chance for you to make good.
Brother Fleming, I gotta reiterate 100%. Your words, your knowledge, your experience is priceless. I've heard so much within my extent of my professional history and career so far of positive things about you. And I also know, a little bird told me that with your coming up, you've had a chance to be able to associate with one of my family mentors, Don Cody Sr. Can you touch base on your business dealing in regards to your interaction on a
Brother Wolf, I'm so glad you brought that up. And Pastor Don Jr., I'm so glad to have to know and have worked with your father. And it's very interesting. We had known about each other for a while before we actually met. We met many years ago at one of the conventions. I think we were in Memphis or something. And we just hit it off from the beginning. And it was just a friendship that was just destined to be. And it was based on reputation, but it was based on mutual respect for one another. And we did some things together with the Buzz and with Moses Media and whatnot. And if I had opportunity to introduce him to some new business opportunities, I would. If he had opportunity to bring business to me, he would, and we still do to this day. And that's a part of what, to the worldwide audience here, that you have to understand. You're in a great space right this minute. Where you are right now amongst your peers in this group, you got to share amongst them. You got to start there. You got to build from that. You develop relationships here that will take you to the next level. So do that. Stay with that. Understand the value of that. I think that's very important, because sometimes we don't, look to our own people for value. And that's, we're looking for a validation from other people. And you know what? At the end of the day, all we really have are each other.
Huge family appreciation, love, and respect to you. The industry living legend, our global brother, Mr. Kevin Fleming. Once again, you're listening to the Global Brother, your host for the Winning Team Wednesday, The Wolf, on the Entertainment Worldwide Network. You know what time it is. We got to pay some bills, but please don't go nowhere. We have so much more for you, as well as that mystery music feedback session. So remember, hey, Global family, don't go nowhere. We got more to eat. We promise there's some more to munch on. I guarantee. We'll be right back.
Entertainment worldwide network. We on live. We in your speakers. And on your mind. 10 o'clock. We on time. Move around.
general heat. And it's time to unite all of our people from around the country together to save the children and feed the hungry here in America. Put It Down Entertainment's Bo Jones sings his heart out on his latest single, Save the Children. America, we need to work together. There are hungry adults and children all over the country, from city to city, from state to state. Let's save the children and feed the hungry here. And for more information about Save the Children, Feed the Hungry campaign, you can contact Don Jr. CEO at 818-358-5722.
Calling all record labels, writers, R&B singers, gospel singers, and entertainers. Are you looking for beats, mixing, and mastering, and the best production at the best rate? Call Geronimo Bills at 317-987-8365. That's Geronimo Bills, 317-987-8365. For more details, log on to wiseliferecords.com. WYZELYFERECORDS.com. Wise Life Records is your full-service music and production studio. Wise Life Records has everything you need for your next hit single or album. Call Geronimo Bill.
In this global marketplace, your brand, product, or service has to stand out. The internet has changed our lives forever. Everything you need is at your fingertips. Just click or tap and you're there. Now is the time to put a new image on your company. Our website design professionals have been satisfying clients for over 8 years. Website starting at $299. Web brand consulting, $199. Web hosting, $99 per year. For all your website needs, call Don Jr. CEO, 818-358-5722.
Entertainment, worldwide, network. We on live, we in your speakers, ain't on your mind. 10 o'clock, we on time.
Welcome back. You're listening to your global brother and host, The Wolf, on the Entertainment Worldwide Network on Winning Team Wednesdays, accompanied by the Winning Team and our global brother and living industry legend, Mr. Kevin Fleming. Oh, my gosh. Okay, so you know what? I promised you, and yes, we're going to have mystery music feedback session. But before we go there, I have to go into the meat. We got to add to the plate because we have so much that we are processing and eating on for my global brother, Mr. Fleming. I got to add a little bit to it, put my little garnish, if you will, that we had mentioned previously. The pride persistently prevents paradise and prosperity. Listen, family, we're going to have our global brother comment and touch base on this as well, but this is what I have to share onto the meat. We have to let our transparency, like we talked on our show yesterday on Talented Titanium Tuesday, the accountability of transparency goes hand in hand with this topic, our pride. You have to let go of pride. We have that little monster on our shoulder, in our ear, that tries to ride the airwaves of one person or another, this entity or that says, oh, you're not good enough. Or look at that, they think this and that, and they have done nothing to you. Or, oh, I shouldn't put some money in this person's pocket when I need. Listen, first and foremost, that pride will prevent you from reaching your goals of being who you are, what you're supposed to do here on this platform that we call Earth for our entire global family. There's a reason why everything in regards to dealing with community and unity and togetherness is continually being bombarded, assaulted, disintegrated, dissolved, and taking life off of for a reason, because there's strength, there's power in unity. There's nothing that we cannot accomplish if we can push pride to the side and say, hey, I'm going to come full transparency like your global brother, the Wolf, man. Hey, I love every single one of you, no matter what you believe, whatever your background is. I'm going to give you a real quick recap. Our global family that don't know, your global brother, the Wolf, man. Hey, I've grown up military background family, been sodomized as a child, been ran over with my grandmother, been behind the scenes in the industry, been in business for over 15 plus years with marketing, promotions, research and development, and strategy and implementation consultation. But you know what? That's not me. Who I truly am is the business, is the transparency, is the instances that I'm not too happy that took place. But you know what? Those all accumulate of who I am that give me the intense tenacity to be able to continue to focus on my family first and foremost. That's immediate and extended. That's you too. And you are important to me. That's why we offer here through the Entertainment Worldwide Network. We are your personal industry operator. We are connecting communities, one network at a time. We are surreal. We are here for real for you. You have to be here for you as well. You have to go through processes. Just like anything in your life, you have to do research. You can't just fall into it and can't just sit on your couch and just wait there and wait one day. Yeah, who is it? It's your opportunity. That's not going to happen. You have to push the pride aside and say, hey, I am worth it. I am going to be able to be there and say, hey, I'm going to fight for this because I deserve it, because my children deserve it, because my kids deserve it, because my grandkids deserve it, because my family, my brothers, my sisters, my mom, hey, they might be here, they may not be here. But you know what? There are those who came before you, whether you got kids or not. Those who you see every day, you smile to. You give that quarter after you purchase that thing of gum or cigarette or a bag of chips, and you see the kid there and you hand them that change. Hey, that is your child that has been brought across your life for you to impress or have some type of impression upon one way or another. So we are all connected regardless whether you like it or not. So this pride, this little creature that sits on our shoulder and whispers in our ear and says, you're not able, this person is this and that, and tries to lie to you and bring forth that live little weapon that he uses called fear. Remember, fear is false evidence appearing real. You cannot accept. It's just it's a facade. Let it go, family. We have to make a stand. If we always come around the so-called water cooler and we're going to sit here and talk about we need to make a change in the industry, we need to make a change in our society, we need to stop being a consumer of liability that we're being constantly propagandized against on all these platforms of media to buy this, to purchase that. Do you realize we have the most power above all these corporations because we are the consumer? And as soon as we wake up and realize that we are the ones who can change this society, there's going to be a whole lot that are going to come to our doorstep and say, what do you want us to do for you? Because you have the power. Now that you are awake, what can we do to create this society? What can we do to better for the children, for the schools, for our industries, for our family platforms, and for our individual consciousness? Once again, the topic is pride persistently prevents paradise and prosperity. Got to go out here to our global brother and industry living legend, Mr. Kevin Fleming. Brother, please shed some light on your input. Your mic is hot.
Well, Brother Wolf, you were so eloquent in your words there about pride. I can't tell you how many times someone will walk into my office and tell me about their new artist and how great they are. And, there's such a misnomer. Executives don't pick hits. They can't make hits. It's people that make hits. Because you can claim that your record's great, but if the people don't love it, it don't matter what you think. So as long as you understand that there's a process that you have to go through and an attitude that you need to maintain and a way in which you conduct yourself in business, that if you follow those rules, you make those rules for yourself and then you follow those rules, that you're going to have a better chance of succeeding and reaching your goals than if you walk into a situation and someone tells you something or says something to you that you don't like and you find yourself flying off the handle and cussing them out and going off and acting crazy and killing all your opportunities. Because, believe me, the internet has really opened the door for all of us to have an opportunity to do something that normally we don't have. You know, I talk about educating yourself, being prepared and whatnot, but, you know, this business of entertainment, you know, it's one of those kind of businesses that if you got a gift to gab, you know, if you're a little slick, you can come in here and not really know much and be able to manipulate situations and people. So you have to be aware of your surroundings. You have to be knowledgeable about what you're doing. You have to do a little research. You know, my son always tells me when I ask him, you know, who's that? He says, give it a goog. So y'all need to give it a goog. Whoever you're going out to talk to, you need to look them up. Find out what they're all about. Find out what their mission is, their goals are, so that when you walk into that conversation with them, you have some knowledge and some direction to what you're talking about so that you can be successful. So it's all about preparing yourself and believing in yourself, yes. But also you got to know when, when it's time to change course. You know, if you're beating your head against the wall and everybody's telling you, no, there's a better way for you to do it going this way, you might want to try that. So that's back to that versatility. You know, everybody's got to believe in their dream, and I'm all for that. But, you know, you have to also be realistic about it, you know. It's very difficult to get things done in this business right now because of the way the business is structured. Everybody wants all of the variables on their side. I want to control every opportunity myself if I'm the business owner. And it's very hard sometimes for you as a vendor to negotiate, you know, because you're put in a situation where you have to dance to somebody else's rules. But the better your product, the better prepared you are, the more knowledgeable you are about what you're doing and having your business in order, the better you are. You're going to be and I heard, I think in one of your promos there, Brother Wolf, that said, you know, you need to have your business straight, your legal stuff, your contract straight. You need to understand how all this works because there's more to making money than singing on a song. You know, there's more ways to make money in this business than being the artist. You can be the manager, or you can be the accountant, the business manager, the tour manager. There's so many things that you can do that you probably haven't even thought of yet, that if you come correct and you learn the process, and not only learn the job you're trying to do, but learn the job that the next guy is trying to do too, because that's going to be helpful, especially when you get into a company, if you're trying to go into a company, because you need to be versatile. You need to be able to do more than one thing.
Absolutely.
So, Brother Wolf, I just want to commend you and again, the Entertainment Worldwide Network for all that you do, because I find it to be very refreshing. It's something that we all need and more people should know about. And I want to thank Don, the CEO, because he told me the other day, he said, people need to know more about the Urban Buzz and what you do and all those kind of things. And I said, oh, okay. And here we are today. Now we're sharing this information, and it feels good to me to be able to give back to you, too.
Absolutely. Huge family appreciation. We love you. We appreciate you. Salute to you that all that you've done, are doing, and are continually doing within the industry, our community, as well as our individual global family. We appreciate you. I got to add on, too, in regards to what you just stated. First of all, humbly appreciate that. Thank you for your words. But I also need to share in regards to, like our global brother Kevin Fleming said, the living industry legend. Hey, he said you can do anything. There's so many facets out here that you can be able to utilize. Like, for instance, I got to say this. You have to start from somewhere. And in order to start, you have to build that foundation. And how do you build that foundation? If you don't know, you need to go to somebody who knows how to get you copywritten. Patented. You got to know what form you need to use, your SR form, to be able to get your song submission. Or are you going to do it in one song, or are you going to put it down as a catalog to save you money? You don't know these things. You got to do your research. You don't know about synchronization right royalties, performing right royalties. You don't know about leasing your music. You don't know about any of these things. That's your foundation. You need to find out. You don't know how to go or proceed with your career. You need to go on to EWWNradio.com and purchase the Green Dragon record-breaking blueprint. I'm not just speaking as a radio host or the vice president of the Entertainment Worldwide Network. I've also been a client, man, of the Green Dragon record-breaking blueprint. It's not a promo. It's real life. And I spoke back in the day when I first was brought, God willing, and brought me across Don Jr. CEO's path, and I was on the grind, and I was trying to figure it out myself. I purchased volume number 1. And he said, don't focus on just all the words. Focus on the concept, because the concepts is going to be able to lead you where you're supposed to go. And I got to give major salute and pass the mic off to the patriarch of the Entertainment Worldwide Network, your global brother and mine, Pastor Don Jr., CEO in the building. Your mic is hot.
Greetings in the name of the Father, Son, and Holy Spirit. I am Pastor Don Jr., CEO of the Entertainment Worldwide Network. We are being broadcast out right now to 1.5 million listeners, 25 AM and FM radio markets, and it's just been a magnificent pleasure. It's so much meat. I got to do the dessert first. When I wrote the book, I really wrote the book to make sure that artists didn't get screwed over. I personally tried to book a show myself going around my father. I booked a show in Miami, and this was when he was back running. He was programming in Gainesville. So I called myself getting with a promoter and booking my show, and I thought I was a hot rapper back then. So I put myself in a bad situation, and when you promise 12 people in the van that some stuff's going to happen and you get a little bit of the money and you're supposed to get the other half of the money and the money don't show up, it would have been a negative situation. So I say these things, it's so many horror stories and so many war rooms. And you see the one Beyonce, but they don't talk about the other 10,000 people that didn't make it. So the common denominator of the winning team is 300 of us. We have so much to offer the world. We trap spirits in these digital platforms and these social platforms. Everywhere we go, we carry certain spirits with us. You get paid for that. Not only can you get paid for that, if you do it properly, for your lifetime and for 70 years on your kid's lifetime, you'll get paid. So the whole idea here is, how can we set up the table, not only to eat, but once we get finished eating, it's going to be another meal coming. That's called residual income. With the book, it's a 3-page business plan that I got a $15,000 loan that I got it to start my business. And once I started my business, I paid the company, I paid the bank back $300 per month. I had bad credit, foreclosures. I mean, my life was jacked up. But I paid the bank back $300 per month out of their own money. I took probably 11.4, and I bought pads, pens. I bought everything that I would need to physically conduct my business. I bought QuickBooks. I got my I got all the stuff that I needed. So I put it like this. We on the line with a major player. Yesterday we had on Talent Titanium Tuesdays, we had a major bookseller, Omar Tyree. Y'all heard him speak earlier tonight. Now we have Kevin Fleming on. These kind of people you can't touch and you can't get involved with. And they have the power to put you in front of people that you can't touch and get involved with. But once you get into that room, you can't say, I'm going back. I'll be ready in 2 weeks. You got to have everything ready right then, and it's got to be ready 24 hours a day and 7 days a week. And if you've been working for UPS or for McDonald's for the last 20 years, and now you want to get into the entertainment industry, you go to McDonald's, they tell you when to get your license. They tell you where to get your hours. Somebody's going to give you a uniform. You got to watch a video. It's a process to it. I say all that to say, to keep everybody on the same wavelength, we put it all in a book. Everything I predicted in 2008 and where the entertainment industry was going, it all came true. Everything that Kevin Fleming said, I seen it. I seen it with my own eyes. I seen him, my father, up on the phone 3 o'clock in the morning. Then turn right back around, and it's a 3-hour time difference now. So if it's 3 o'clock in the morning, when we in Florida, I know it's like midnight and on the Pacific. So I'm saying all this to say, it's one thing to have a book. It's one thing just to put information there. This book is set up so you can get access to these people. This book is set up so when we become your operator, when we become putting things in front of you, we know that you're ready. We know that you've read the manual. They don't send you to a war without not actually checking the gun to make sure it works. You test the guns, you dry fire them, you oil them, you make sure they're ready so when you actually out in the war, you can shoot your enemy. So at the end of everything, the book is only $100. I just have to say, everybody that's got the book, they haven't read it because they're not at the point to read it. But if you got the book and you haven't read it, you need to read it now because every week, Tuesday and Wednesday, we take this thing up another notch. And as the days go past between the radio shows, people are getting stuff done. Edna's going to St. Louis. We got a show for her in Florida that we're booking. I mean, Edna, Raven Sarvey, they're getting a lot of stuff done because they brought her to the program. She didn't even know, we didn't even know she was on the line. She was on a third-party call. She was through the phone system. She bought the book when she heard me say buy the book, and then she ain't looked back. And with that being said, I love each and every last one of you, and I have to give a special shout-out to you, Mr. Kevin Fleming. You was the innovator of the email blast. I can't tell you enough how much I modeled my career after you. I've seen how you took the emails, and when the AOL had the email blast, you had to do the parentheses, and it would take, if you would send out an MP3 when it was on dial-up, it would take 25 minutes. So you had to sit there and wait 25 minutes for all the emails to go through. So then if you had to send it to 300 stations, you take 25 times 300, that's 750, that's 750 minutes. And this is in real time. I mean, this ain't no fast forwarding. So somebody got to sit by the computer, and once that blast go out, you got to be right there ready to send out the next one. So all these things Kevin Fleming brought to the game, all these things Kevin Fleming taught to me back in the day. Here it is, 19 years later. I'm on my prime of my life, and while I have all y'all winning team members on the sound of my voice, we are here. We at the Super Bowl press conference. Enjoy it. We're not looking back. It's only going to get bigger, and it's only going to come faster. So the ones that's listening and that's ready, move. But if you're not ready, it's nothing wrong. Everybody has a job. Just because you sweep the floor in the arena don't mean we don't like you. We need somebody to sweep the floor. It's okay. We need somebody to wipe up the basketball gym with the towel. Everybody needs a job, but if you Michael Jordan, you don't need to be sweeping the floor. You need to be right there in the game dunking so we can go win the championship. With that being said, Wolf, I love you. You've been killing the show. Just doing an excellent job, Mr. Fleming. I'm just so elated that you shared so much knowledge and so much of history of music, radio, entertainment that came through this man's hands before it even got out. Nobody talks about that. He's seen the Princes, the Tupac, the people before it even got out. So it's better to be a part of something when it's being built as opposed to being a part of the demolition crew picking up the pieces. It takes millions of years to build things and 30 seconds to crush it. With that being said, I am Pastor Don Jr., CEO of the Entertainment Worldwide Network, reporting to you live from sunny Las Vegas. We have 1.5 million listeners, 25 AM and FM radio markets, 300 winning team members, 35 vowel markers, 12 interners. I got a wife and a beautiful, 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 two beautiful kids. This is it, man. We're on to something, y'all. If you don't see it, don't be mad, but it's going to keep moving. You got it, Wolf.
Huge family appreciation, love, respect, and salute to the patriarch of the Entertainment Worldwide Network. I got to recap real quick before we go into the mystery music session and feedback. The Entertainment Worldwide Network, home of the winning team, is a collective of 300 professional CEOs, business owners, entrepreneurs, recording artists, and major industry contacts that believe in being everywhere for everyone, regardless of income. Think of it, 300 professionals focused on advising, consulting, and teaching top quality results with high level efficiency through an extensive and vast collection of knowledge, experience, and service from top industry insiders. Always be prepared to make that winning connection. And with that being said, we are transitioning into our mystery music feedback session. At this time, please, by all means, listen, enjoy, receive this feedback session of this talent as you would want yours to be fed back and commented on. We talk about constructive criticism. We want to give motivation, edification, positive criticism in regards to what they could potentially add to, or give them the kudos on what they've already presented. I'm telling you, the sky's the limit. So with that being said, let's reach for the sky.
You know, with all the things going on around the world today and the music that we put out, we tend to forget about doing something for the kids. So I want to write a song strictly for the kids on this one, to remind them to keep their heads up. Sometimes the kids can feel a little bit discouraged and lose their way. So this song right here is strictly for them, from the old head, Omar Tyree. Reach for the sky, reach for the sky. Go get it, girls, go get it, guys. Aim real high, see if you can fly above the stormy clouds. Make your family proud. Reach for the sky, reach for the sky. Don't ask how, don't explain why. Just do it, girls, just do it, guys. Reach for the sky, reach for the sky. I don't gang bang, I don't corner hang, I don't steal change, I don't do them things. I ain't perfect though, I'm just trying to grow into a better Joe or a better Jill. And I keep it real smart, yo. I just wanna know as much as I can. That's the master plan, written in my hand. Ideas are like sand, man, they're everywhere. Give yourself a chance. I can do it, y'all. I can hit the ball, then I win the game. Have them scream my name. Man, it's like a dream. It's like LeBron's dream. Do it for the home team. Reach for the sky. Reach for the sky. Go get it, girls. Go get it, guys. Aim real high. See if you can fly above the stormy clouds. Make your family proud. Reach for the sky. Reach for the sky. Don't ask how. Don't explain why. Just do it, girls. Just do it, guys. Reach for the sky. Reach for the sky. Yeah, I'm older now, but I was once young, a little high strung. I ain't wanna walk, I would always run. Walking ain't fun, you're moving way too slow. I'm fast-minded, yo, but some things in life are much better slow. To learn them things you need to know as long as you stay on the go. I saw this world like a cake, smelling good like mama make. Every day I wanted some tasty cake, honey buns. So I made some lemonade to sell it to new friends I made. $1, $5, $10 in my bank. It's my mom I need to thank for teaching me them ABCs. How to make my own money and save it up for prophecy. Reach for the sky, reach for the sky. Go get it, girls, go get it, guys. Aim real high, see if you can fly above the stormy clouds. Make your family proud. Reach for the sky, reach for the sky. Don't ask how, don't explain why. Just do it, girls, just do it, guys. Reach for the sky, reach for the sky. Yeah, you tell anybody out there who try to hold you back that the old head, Omar Tyree, the book writer, told you to go out there and get it. Cause life stands still for nobody. You dig me? So you go out there and make it happen for yourself.
Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. That was our mystery music track. Of course, he had himself, he was shouting it out in the track, so it wasn't that big of a mystery, but hey, it was still our feedback session. I loved it. Hey, we got to go out here to the family line. Huge, first and foremost, huge family respect, love, appreciation, and salute to the living industry legend, Mr. Kevin Fleming. We appreciate you coming through the Entertainment Worldwide Network, home of the winning team, here on this week's episode of Winning Team Wednesday. We appreciate you. You're so valuable into the industry, our community, and our global family as a whole. We're definitely going to stay in contact. There's so much more for us to do. So with that being said, I got to go out here to our global family and hit some lines, get some feedback session, as well as being able to touch on what we've heard from our global brother, Mr. Kevin Fleming, as well as our meet that we had in regards to our topic for tonight. We're going out here to 321-802. Once again, that's 321-802. Reminder, your name, give your name, your city and your state, background, your contact information, and give some feedback on the mystery music session and what we had talked about today on the show. Your mic is hot.
Well, first off, good evening to everyone listening and to the EWWN Radio Network Worldwide, world famous. This is Milton Williams, M-Class Music Group, down here in cloudy Central Florida. And, well, if we can take it, I guess, one subject at a time. I didn't get to hear everything that the gentleman was saying, but I did get to hear quite a bit of it. And what it basically sounds like to me is something that I preach to all of my clients. I'm a manager, producer, consultant. I'm also the counsel of Pastor Don Jr., CEO, and EWWN, my brother, the Wolfman. And basically, what I was hearing, in a nutshell, I mean, you can sum this up in probably, a cliche. You never get a second chance to make a first impression. It's one thing to know that you've got, a sellable product, that you believe in it like that, because you're supposed to. If you're an artist, you're a manager, you're a producer, you are supposed to believe that your stuff is, quite frankly, probably going to set the industry on its ear. At least you believe that. Now, the tool that you have with this is that we're going to help you shine it up even more. But to do that, you got to be willing to listen. One of the things that my wife said, because my wife was president of Two Blessed Music Group, which was the company that she was running when we actually had first met and heard about this child prodigy known as Pastor Don Jr., CEO. I'm only saying that because I kid him about his age. But, we've always believed that nobody wants somebody nobody wants. I'll say that again. Nobody wants somebody nobody wants. If you're going to get a record deal, I would strongly suggest partnering up with EWWN, Pastor John Jr., CEO, purchasing the book, and actually doing this, because you don't want to go to a gunfight with a knife. It's not going to help. There are many things that we've probably heard or have been told, and mostly by a lot of people who aren't in the industry, about what to do when you're in the industry. Absolutely. The man spoke the gospel when he said, you've got to have your paperwork correct. Because as someone who's had a runaway hit, and let me tell you, you don't want a runaway hit, because think of it as a runaway thoroughbred that you have breeded and that everyone would win the Triple Crown, and that horse has just jumped the gate. You don't want that. I've had a record that got airplay on Canadian radio. I had zero distribution, zero promotion, zero backup of any kind. And when calls started to flood the station, no one could tell them where the song was, or how to get the song. And I'm going back to like the late 70s and early 80s when some radio stations would take that chance. But now it is very, very, very different. But again, I'm saying all of that to say, you've got to be prepared. You simply must be prepared. The best way to do that is, again, when you have these open forums like they have here, the critiques that you get, this can help you. All of us here have seen quite a few years, if not quite a few decades, in this business. We know what will work. If you just listen to 10% of what you hear on this program, you're guaranteed to see at least a 50% increase in your visibility, in your market awareness. There will be other industry insiders that will now be aware of you that can help you move your product. Okay, and with that being said, my critique on that song, I liked it, but I felt personally as a producer that while the message was extremely tight, loved the message. I liked the chord structure. It's very unique. It's not sort of like your typical cookie cutter trap chords or that kind of dark feel to it. It had an up feel to it. I liked that. What I personally would have felt a little bit better about, and I felt that this would have strengthened the song even more and hammered the message home, is if the beat could have been remixed. Maybe perhaps something that, is a little bit more widely used in the industry today. As far as the patterns go, maybe not necessarily the sounds, but as far as the popular patterns of rappers. Listen, to all the producers out there, don't be ashamed to listen to records that have been hits before and use those as templates to formulate what you're doing. It's unwise to me to let all that knowledge go, unused. I'm not saying copy them. I'm saying, if it worked before, it can work again. If there are textbooks created for you to study from, nobody's going to say, oh, you copied a textbook. Well, if you are and it proves to have worked, then what have you done wrong? You're not saying that it's yours. You're just using the same formula. Nobody can claim Einstein's theory of relativity, but they use the same formula when they're charting space travel. So that would be my critique. The song is necessary in these day and times. I just say, strengthen up the beat. Maybe I don't know, get a DJ, to maybe actually help with the song. Because DJs know tempo, they know timing, they know things that go together. And that might be a good thing to do to strengthen that song that's already strong, but I'd love to see it stronger. I'd love to see it on pop radio. I'd love to see it in schools, and I want the kids to really not only get it, but really love it. I yield the floor.
Appreciate it, Global Family, Brother Williams. That's Mr. Milton Williams in the building. Appreciate you. Huge family appreciation, love, respect, and salute to you 100%. Oh, I got a treat. I have a treat for you. I know before we keep on going to these lines to get feedback and have your chance to be able to touch base on the feedback on the mystery music session, as well as all we touched on and spoke on about today with our global brother, the living industry legend, Mr. Kevin Fleming. I got to bring a surprise to you. That's right. I have the eye in the sky, the matriarch of the Entertainment Worldwide Network, the queen herself, Miss Keisha, CEO, Miss K in the building. Sis, your mic is hot.
What's going on, Entertainment Worldwide Network winning team family? This is Miss K, Miss CEO in the building. I just want to give a shout out to Mr. Kevin Fleming. Thank you so much for coming to our show, giving us your wisdom, your knowledge, the things that you have went through to get to where you are today. That is so much appreciated. Sister Edna, I know you was here. I want to give you a shout out. Thank you, sister, for all the hard work that you're doing behind the scenes. I really, really, really appreciate you. Wolf, man, I just love you, man. Like, you're the best. Thank you so much for just being a humble, loyal person that you are and the hardworking man that you are to make sure everything comes together like it's supposed to be. Just shout out to everybody. Thank you guys for coming to the show. I really appreciate you guys. They call me the eye in the sky because I am the social network queen. If you are working with us, trust and believe, I am watching your pages. I'm watching what you put. I watch what you write. I watch what you post because it's very important. Whatever negativity that you put out there on your page, trust and believe, it will come back to you. And that reflects the negativity on the people that's working with you. So you have to be mindful of what you put out there, what you say, how you do it. And no matter, like, you got kids looking up to you too. You got to be an example, a role model.
because that's what it's all about for our next generation to carry on our legacies. We have to be a role model. So thank you guys for coming to the show. I'm going to kick it back off to you, Wolf.
Oh, huge family respect, appreciation, and love, and salute to our matriarch of the Entertainment Worldwide Network, home of the winning team. On this week's episode of Winning Team Wednesday, we got to keep it going. I'm going out here. I'm getting tongue-tied. There's so much going on. I'm excited. Oh, my gosh. We are all a part of history tonight, and it's just the beginning. Once again, family reminder, I'm going to come to your line. I'm going to read the first 6 of your number. Brief reminder. Give your name, city and state, background, contact information, feedback session, comments, cares, concerns, as well as touch on what we heard today from our global brother, the industry living legend, Mr. Kevin Fleming. We're going out here to 301-352. Once again, that's 301-352. Your mic is hot.
Yeah, this is Amos Drummond from Tenable Music. We're in Bowie, Maryland. My direct number is 301-980-2662. Listen, this is a very important conversation, so I'm not going to stay here long and talk. Mr. Fleming, you have just really given us so much information, so much positive information. And Brother Wolf, thank you for your honesty, man. It's really uplifting, all your words. You know, you're really personal, and I'm really feeling it, and I'm so excited. But I have a question for Mr. Fleming. I wanted to see if you can help me understand this digital global market for minorities, and what does it look like for us and reaching these global distributors? Wolf, I'm turning it back to you, and peace and love to everyone.
Oh, huge appreciation to your family. I'm definitely going to have our global brother Kevin Fleming, because he had to step away from the station because he has taken care of business. The brother has a lot of information, as we all know, and he's in high demand. So we give him a major salute. That question is not going to go unanswered. We will touch base back on that and bring the answer to you, brother, as well as touch on it again on our next episode of Winning Team Wednesday. It will not go unaddressed. With that being said, we're going to keep moving, and we're going to keep going out here to our global family for feedback, comments, and cares and concerns in regards to what we have here heard on the show, as well as the feedback session. We're going out to 470-351. Once again, that's 470-351. Your mic is hot.
Hello. How you doing?
We can hear you, brother. Who are we speaking to? Where you calling out of, city and state? Your mic is hot.
This is Derek Smalls, born in the Bronx, New York, raised in Teaneck, New Jersey, and I'm residing now in Atlanta, Georgia. Had the pleasure of being invited here by Mr. Harold Whaley, a dear friend of mine from the Urban Network, and I'm enjoying what I'm hearing so far. I'm a first-time visitor to this, but it won't be the last.
Oh, huge appreciation, brother. Can you give us some feedback? Did you catch that Mystery Music feedback session? Your comments are so appreciated. Your mic is hot.
Well, you know what I'm hearing and what I'm liking and being in the industry in many facets. You know, like I said, I feel really blessed and, honored to still be a part of it, especially with the kids today and what they're trying to do. I consider myself old school, new rules. Ain't nothing changed. A little more knowledge. It don't hurt nobody. But I've been really, honored. I could almost say I was born around the industry. If I can go back a few years, I'm just about to hit 61 in October, and I've been in the music business for over 40 years on the choirs of kept side. But, I built up such a reputation of, listening, being a good listener. That was the key. Through self-motivation. And then, make a long story short, when I moved out of the Bronx onto New Jersey, my next-door neighbors was Ron Isley, a.k.a. Mr. Biggs, the Isley brothers. And at the ripe old age of 9 years old, I had the pleasure of, I could say, just, learning from living legends and being like a fly on the wall back then as a kid, and watching him grow and as an artist. I'm talking about Twist and Shout if I ain't going too far back. But when you see the foundation of music and how it helps your career, and maybe you go off in a different path in life, and that's what I tell the kids today. Everybody can't be an artist, but there's a function. If you love music and you study a craft, no matter what you do, and like I said, I learned I used to blow this dry ice on the stage on Fight the Power, with the canisters. So to just see the fun and how people receive you as an artist, whether you're in the background, like you mentioned, everybody has a function in the industry. And that's what helps you grow, to be successful no matter how old you are. I've had the pleasure of being an artist with the world famous Sugar Hill Gang, and that was by, choice because they were neighbors. And at the time I joined Sugar Hill, that's when Mike Tyson lost to Buster Douglas. Sugar Hill had came back from France, and you look at a record, I don't have to tell you the history of that song, the good, the bad, the ugly of the whole industry, but, it is what it is. So when you learn that and you're able to do things now in your life, the main thing I've found out of respect is to treat people right, And Ron Isley told me that a lot of years ago that he said, listen, you want to be successful in this industry, he said, first of all, you got to surround yourself around people that have something to offer. 9 times out of 10, it usually rub off on you. So here I am to this day to say that. I formed my booking agency, and now I'm booking Ron Isley. So I feel honored and blessed. And I'm also partners right now with Mary Davis, the world's famous SOS band. And, you're looking at people that have paid their dues in this industry, came up through the ranks, have had hit records, and fortunate enough and blessed enough to reach the ripe old age of 70 years old and still working every weekend. So those were my mentors, Ron Isley, Sugar Hill, Charlie Wilson, and these people are like, my mentors. So, like I said, I have a booking agency now that I formed. I've been an artist. I've had the pleasure to tour around the world 3 or 4 times. Do you think of going to Madison Square Garden to watch a boxing match with Muhammad Ali, seeing Madonna perform and all the big stars perform in Madison Square Garden, and one day my dream came true. So to be on that stage and just things, I just have so much appreciation now for the whole industry and even the way it changes to just see the business side of it. And that's what I would like to, just share with everybody. And if you have any questions for me, I'm honored to, like I said, be a listener on your show. And I'm sure I got enough to say, but I don't want to take up all the time.
Huge family appreciation. Oh, my gosh, brother. You know what? I cannot take away who you are. Oh, my gosh. Go ahead.
I'm sorry, Wolf. I'm stuttering because I'm familiar with your career, and I'm happy that all of the alumni is coming out to help the thing go to where it needs to go. And having that booking agent, we need you. Everybody needs to get, I hear it 25 times a day. I need more shows. I got to get some more shows. So we're going to talk, but we need to put you on your own night. We have a couple minutes left. I want to make sure everybody get a chance. We have to edit out the hiccups, but no matter what, we want to make sure that everybody's included on this Power Pack Winning Team Wednesday. So we're going to put you on your own night. We're going to set you up with the flyer, do the marketing, the promotions, and really let people know who you are. Wolf don't have enough time to go through the 60-year veteran career. I mean, we can't get to you. So, Wolf, you got it, bro. You got the floor, man. Let you do what you do.
I got to share one more thing with you guys.
Please.
It's funny. In the last 2 years of just seeing all my brothers left, I have the photo of us on stage all these years, and unfortunately everybody passed away out of the 5 of us. I'm the only one in the photograph, so I feel really blessed. That's why I said it means nothing to my heart to just help now, because if I don't see another day, don't mean I ain't had my share. I have the most fun in this industry, and now it's about helping the kids and real talent. I can spot talent. And that's what I'm doing, and that's what I'm looking for. So I really appreciate it. I met you guys, beckon and call, take my number, call me anytime. If I can save you some time, if you Facebook Derek Smalls, DEREK, SMALLS, you'll see me. Just go to Derek Smalls, probably 100 of them on it, but you'll see me with the Muhammad Ali photo on there, who just happens to be my cousin. But I ain't gonna share that right now.
you drop it
enjoy my page. That's all I can tell you. But when you give me my day, I want the whole hour.
I like how you bait him, brother. I like how you bait him. Please, by all means, huge respect, and hat goes off. We love you. We appreciate you. By all means, you will have your platform. We just salute you 100%. Your global family appreciates all you've done, all you're doing, and all you have yet to do because, hey, you're not going to go nowhere. You got plenty of years left, and we still got stuff to do together. So with that being said, I got to go out here to our family line here to give some families some chance to feedback before we run out of time on the feedback session, what we've heard tonight from our global brother, Mr. Kevin, living legend, Fleming. Going out to 918-406. Once again, that's 918-406. Your mic is hot. 918-406.
Yes, sir. I want to thank you guys tonight, man. This is Harold H. Dub Whaley. I want to thank you for such a great show tonight, man. Wolf, you guys doing it. Don C. Jr., proud of you, man. You keep this thing moving. You guys that are listening in, and I hope you guys got paper, pencil, and a pad full. I want to say thanks to everybody that was on here. Derek Smalls, who's a legend in itself. He'll be back on here to give you guys some knowledge. Tenable Music, who is coming up through the ropes. Mr. Omar, Tyree, and the music he's doing. Y'all keep looking for this and helping pump this stuff out, man, because that's how we do this as a family. So this is Harold Whaley. You can catch me at Harold, Harold, Whaley, WHALEY.com. My number is 619-717-6019. And thank you very much, Wolf.
Huge, extreme family love and appreciation, respect, and salute to our global brother, Mr. H. Dub, Mr. Harold Whaley in the building. God, I've learned so much. There's so much, brother, that I still have. You know, that's another conversation. I'm just so excited with all the family touching base tonight. I got to go on out here. I know my brother is still here. You're hanging in. There's so much going on. I got to hear the comments, feedback from my brother. Oh, prophesy. Your mic is hot.
Yeah, I had the mute button going. My fault. Shout out to Harold Whaley. What's up, brother? Long time since we don't talk shop. I do apologize. I should have been at Urban Network this year. Trick definitely was on my behind about that, So shout out to Mr. Whaley. He taught me, pretty much everything I know about graphics. Got me hot and everything on that. In regards to the song was a great song. I love the song. It was very positive. The beat itself was a real nice beat. It was something that was very different. I understand what Sam was talking about earlier when he was talking about the chords and the rhythms and switching up, maybe remixing the beat and everything. But I feel that's kind of what made it stand out a bit more was the fact that it was coming off from that kind of tone and style as far as how it was put together. I mean, lately everything that's been coming out has been hardcore, real aggressive, real kind of dark. The light tone tracks have been more like sing-songy, more I'd say Mother Goose-ish, like, child nursery rhyme type styles, along with the beat and everything being lighthearted and nursery rhyme cadences, along with the beats and everything like that. So I feel that the beat was something that gave it a different feel and a different vibe, to where it'd just be different in trying to figure out how to market it, push it to the people, and where it would actually fit. So I can understand where he's coming from. In relation to the topic and everything that was discussed, oh my gosh, there was so much information given, so many connects that have been given. I hope people were taking down notes and taking down numbers and making sure that they're up and ready to go with all these opportunities that have been presented. I want to give a shout out to Don Jr. and Ms. K. I want to thank y'all for the opportunity and being able to come onto the station, be able to, give my feedback and things towards what's going on. And also, allowing me to be a part of the top 300. I also want to give a shout out to you, Wolf. Thank you for contacting me, hitting me up. You guys basically helped me to be able to get through a few things and stuff like that. So I'm glad to be able to get back on the line and get to moving forward. And that's pretty much it, man. Back to you, Wolf.
Oh, huge family appreciation, love, respect. Salute to you, my global brother, Prophesy. Got to go out here. We've been hearing for all my brothers. Got to go out here to my global sister before we come to the patriarch, Pastor Don Jr., for the closing prayer and then our closing announcements. We got to go out here to my global sister, Sister Edna. Your closing remarks, your comments, please, by all means, share again where you're coming out of. Contact information. Your mic is hot.
Wow, Wolf, I am at a loss for words, but I'm going to find some just for this show, I promise you. My name is Etna, and I am the manager for Raven Salve. Our contact information is 850-293-2063. You can go to her website at www.ravensalve.net, and you will get all of her other contact information. I just have to say that this has been one of the best shows that I have heard so far. We learned a lot last night. We learned a lot last week. Man, I just took so many notes today till I really learned a lot. But what I do want to just leave with some encouraging words is that one of the reasons that I am so blessed to be a part of the winning team is because of what goes on on these phone calls, and how the platform just seems to take a turn for it. It does its own thing. And one of the things that the winning team does, it gives the artist and anybody else that's a part of it that comes on these phone calls, it gives them information to go out and make their careers better. There's a saying that says, you give a man a fish, he'll eat for a day. You teach a man how to fish, he will eat for a lifetime. And that's just like, we can all watch the movie together, but if we make the movie together, we can all eat. And that's one of the biggest things about being a part of the winning team, is that it just teaches people how to go out and make a career and educate them and give them the processes, the things to do, and how to go about doing it. And that's just what I love about you guys. You, Wolf, Pastor Don, Miss Keisha, I just enjoyed her so much. She doesn't say much, but when she does speak, she's just like Etna. When she speaks, you gotta listen, because what she says is very profound and it's an encouraging. That's why I say she's an awesome woman of God. So I just say shout out to the winning team, man, because you guys are just great. Back to you, Wolf.
Huge family love and respect. You got to go out here to the patriarch of the Entertainment Worldwide Network for our closing prayer and comments. Your global brother and mine, Pastor Don Jr., CEO. Your mic is hot.
Each and every last individual under the sound of my voice, I am so thankful that you're here for the live recording. To the ones that didn't get opportunity to speak, I wish you would have got here just a little bit earlier and you would have been on our minds, on our lines. But this is the Entertainment Worldwide Network. This radio show is broadcast out to 1.5 million listeners. We have 25 AM and FM radio markets, 300 members on the winning team, 35 biomarketers, 12 interns. This is going to change the world. You're a part of something that's bigger than me. There was something called the Civil Rights Movement. It didn't make sense to anybody. When they killed Martin Luther King, that was it. It was over. We're building the winning team so everybody can stand on their own in their respective field. If you can't stand on your own right now, don't worry about it. Somebody's here to hold you up. When I can't stand, Wolf holds me up. When Wolf can't stand, I hold him up. He got 12 hours a day. I got 12 hours a day. But 24 hours a day, somebody's making sure this thing is going somewhere. So to the other members on the board, Mr. Harold Whaley, mad love and respect. Sister Edna, mad love and respect. Philo the Great, mad love and respect. Prophesied, man, bro, I love you so much because you've seen so many crews, And you said, Pastor, I don't know what it is this time, but you got it. So I love you for that shout out. Omar Tyree, Kevin Fleming, all these major, Mr. Derek Smalls, super major industry legends, and we are the moguls of tomorrow. So if we're getting the game and getting the toolage, you can't get into those $1 million rooms and get $1 million. They gotta agree to it. If you had the right people to take you in that room, you will never get it. You will never get another chance. So I love each and every last one of you. We got to get y'all to get this book. We got to get you to fill out the database. Y'all have to go ahead and get on speed, retweeting, liking, sharing. These people, they're watching. At the same time they're watching, all we got to do is do our job and just follow the script. Everybody has a different position on the football team. The water boy is just as important as Peyton Manning. It's just as important as the dude that washes the jersey. Everybody on the team has a part to play. But if dude don't wash your jersey and it's a Super Bowl, the Super Bowl can't be televised until we got clean uniforms. So let's get prepared. Let's stay prepared. Let's stay prepared. Now, I'm going to tell you right now, this is what's up. We got another major heavy hitter coming to the family. And when I say to the family, I've been working with this dude for a long time. Now, he's in the private sector, and he's come from old money. But the whole point is, when you get into the grant sector and you get into the Bitcoin and you got these major deals, the more you know going into that deal before you get there, the better you're going to be able to set your family up for the next 50 to 100 years. My name is Pastor Don Jr., CEO of the Entertainment Worldwide Network. Log on to EWWNradio.com. Get the book. It's only $100. It will be the best $100 in your life. What I'll do for you, if you text me right now, I'll give you a discount on the book, because at the end of the day, I don't want to leave nobody behind. But after I make all the thank you calls and I call everybody back to call into the show and I tell you thank you, next week is going to be a different crew. It's going to be a whole new crew coming in. So every week that you don't buy the book, you're going to find yourself getting smaller amongst 300. And it's not because you don't want to get involved. It's just because the people that's buying the book, they're getting so many results. We got to work with the people getting the results first. And that's just straight business. I love each and every last one of you. You can text me at 818-358-5722. You'll get the book for $50. I'll give it to you for half price. It's a tonight-only special. I really want Kevin to get with some of y'all, because some of y'all need his kind of attention to get it out there. I'm like, I want to get out there. Then we got the dude that do the shows. Come on, man. 818-358-5722. Heavenly Father, right now, Lord, bless each and every last member of the winning team. Bless the ones that's coming. Bless the billions that keep listening, Lord. Bless the billions that keep coming back. We are nothing without you, Lord. Keep continually open up doors. We're going to walk through them, Lord. We heard your word when you said, always go into our opportunity, Lord. We're not looking back anymore. We know it's our harvest time. Give us the proper tools to harvest these gifts, these resources, and these spirits, and this money that's supposed to be for us, that you told us when we was a babe in your belly, when you told us, when you counted, and before you even sent our spirit here, you knew that you set up for us. You set us up for this. Forgive us if we said, done anything that's been displeasing in your sight. Forever give your name, honor, praise, and glory. In Jesus Christ's name, amen.
Please stay tuned for the next episode of Winning Team Wednesdays. Subscribers, this one is for you. You will continue to receive free promotional brand adverts over the network as continued appreciation as your loyal subscribers to the network and the winning team. Community organizers, sponsors, and investors, please continue to send inquiries to EWWNradio@gmail.com. Don't forget to log on to EWWNradio.com. For your global family. We are here to assist you with your individual or brand contribution toward ushering in better entertainment, better business, community, and or individual development. Once again, it has been an absolute pleasure having the industry living legend, Mr. Kevin Fleming, on today's show. This is your global brother, the Wolf. On behalf of the entire family, we love you. Till next time.
Broadcast live. Okay, we broadcast live from the west side. Don Jr. CEO. Who do
listen to the Entertainment Worldwide Network based in sunny Las Vegas. Let's get down to business. This is the main meeting. The Entertainment Worldwide Network is here to change the face of the entertainment industry with education for business and personal tips for life. Covering 7 continents worldwide and all points in between. This knowledge is practice, so hold on to your seat. Get your pen, pad, and be ready to take notes. You are live on the Entertainment